why your email marketing breaks at $10 million and how to fix it without hiring an agency. Your email marketing worked great when you were selling $5,000 deals to individual buyers. But now that you're targeting 50,000 plus deals with multiple decision makers, your simple nurture sequences feel amateur and your conversion rates are tanking. I've watched this happen to dozens of growing companies. The same email tactics that got you to $10 million start working against you as you scale. Your prospects need more sophisticated communication, but you don't need enterprise level complexity. Today, I'm showing you exactly how to evolve your email strategy for bigger deals without overcomplicating it. I'm Charles Clayton. I've spent my career helping growing companies build marketing that scales with them, and email is where most companies get stuck. Here's what happens. You start targeting bigger companies with longer sales cycles. Suddenly, your download this guide and get follow-up emails approach stops working. Your prospects go dark after the initial engagement. Your sales teams complains that the leads aren't sales ready. The problem isn't that your emails are bad, it's that your bigger deals require different communication strategies. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to adapt your email approach for larger, more complex sales without building some massive enterprise system. Let me guess what your current email strategy looks like today. You've got some lead magnets that trigger basic nurture sequences, maybe a weekly newsletters, some event invitations, a few educational emails that are basically sales pitches with helpful tips mixed in. Does that sound familiar? And so when someone downloads your pricing guide, they get the same emails whether they're a solo entrepreneur or the VP of a $50 million company. Here's what's happening in your bigger prospects' heads. They download your ROI calculator on Tuesday, then Wednesday they get a generic email about calculating business value. Thursday, your sales rep calls up to discuss ROI. Then Friday, they get another marketing email about ROI best practices. They're thinking, do these people even talk to each other? Meanwhile, the CFO who needs to approve the budget is getting the same technical emails as the IT person who has to implement it. Everyone's confused about what you actually do because every email says something slightly different. You're optimizing individual emails instead of supporting that actual buying process. Let me show you how this plays out when you adapt it properly. Suppose again, you're targeting a $20 million company for your project management software. Here's the old approach. You send them your standard productivity tips nurture sequence and hope someone books a demo. Now here's the new approach. You know the CEO is focused on operational efficiency. The operations manager needs to understand implementation impact. The CFO wants cost justification, and IT just needs to know it won't break the current system. Instead of sending everyone the same emails, you create different tracks that address each person's specific concerns. But here's the key. They're all building toward the same conclusion, just from different angles. When your sales rep finally calls, instead of starting from zero, they're joining a conversation that's already happening. The prospects actually understand what you do, why it matters to their specific role. Companies that do this see 30% shorter sales cycles and much higher quality sales conversations. Not because their emails are prettier, but because their emails actually help people understand how to buy. Here's how to build an email strategy that works for bigger, more complex sales without over-engineering everything. Step 1, map who's actually involved. Stop thinking one prospect, one nurture sequence. Bigger deals involve multiple people with different concerns. Usually it's the person with the problem, that would be operations typically, the person holding the budget, that's finance, and the person that has to implement, that's IT or some type of technical team. Each needs different information to feel confident about moving forward. The operations person needs proof it solves their problem. The finance person needs ROI justification. The technical person needs to know it won't create new problems. Step 2, create problem-specific tracks. Instead of one generic nurture sequence, create tracks based on the problems people are trying to solve. If someone downloads your cost reduction guide, they get emails about ROI, efficiency gains, and budget impact. If they download your implementation checklist, they should get technical information, integration details, and change management content. This isn't complicated, it's just matching your follow-up to what they're actually interested in. Step 3, time your outreach to their reality. This is where most companies miss huge opportunities. Stop sending emails based on your marketing calendar. Start sending them based on what's happening in their business. Set up Google Alerts for your target companies. When they announce expansion, that's when they need your solution. When they hire executives, that's when they need your evaluating new systems. When they get funding, that's when they have budget to spend. Your email should respond to their business reality, not your content calendar. Step 4, coordinate with your sales team. The biggest mistake I see, marketing and sales send conflicting messages. Your marketing emails say, book a demo today. Your sales reps emails say, let's explore if this makes sense. Your prospect thinks you're either desperate or disorganized, and neither is a good look. Simple fix. When someone books a sales call, your marketing emails shift to support that conversation. When someone engages heavily with your content, your sales team gets context about their interest before they call. Step 5, let's measure what actually matters. Stop measuring email performance like you're selling $50 products. For bigger B2B deals, track, are your emails shortening the sales cycle? Do prospects come to calls more prepared? Are deal sizes increasing when multiple people engage with their content? Individual email metrics matter less than whether your overall email strategy is helping people buy. Here's exactly what to implement starting on Monday. Monday, look at your last 10 biggest deals. Who was involved in each decision? What question did each person have? Are your current emails answering those specific questions? Tuesday, set up Google Alerts for your top target companies. Start timing your outreach to their business developments, not your marketing calendar. Wednesday, create one problem-specific email track. Pick the most common reason people engage with your content and build a sequence that specifically addresses that concern. Thursday, set up basic sales marketing coordination. When someone books a call, make sure your marketing emails support that conversation instead of competing with it. Okay, now we're at Friday. Change how you measure one thing. Instead of just tracking email opens, track whether the email engaged prospects have shorter sales cycles or higher close rates. And here's the key insight. You don't need enterprise level complexity. You just need to stop treating bigger prospects like they make decisions the same way smaller ones do. If this makes sense and you're ready to stop using email tactics that worked at $2 million, but feel more amateur at, say, 20 million, hit the subscribe button for more scaling strategies. And if you want help adapting your email strategy for bigger deals, I do strategy calls. Link is in the description. We'll look at your current approach and build something that grows with your business. Let me know in the comments which part of your email strategy feels most broken as you've grown. I read every comment. I'll give you specific advice for your situation. I'm Charles Clayton. I help growing companies build marketing that scales without overcomplicating everything. Your email strategy should evolve as your deals get bigger, but it doesn't need to become rocket science. See you in the next one.